The movie opens on a remote, cold, and completely barren planet, isolated in the vastness of the cosmos. The landscape is dominated by massive mountains and violent waterfalls, but there is absolutely no sign of life, no plants, no animals. Suddenly, a colossal and uniquely shaped alien spacecraft tears through the dark clouds, hovering silently in the gray sky.
The spaceship drops off a tall, muscular, pale-skinned humanoid alien known as the Engineer. This engineer walks to the edge of a roaring waterfall, holding a small stone container filled with a thick, terrifying substance called the black goo. Without hesitation, he drinks the entire fluid. Instantly, a violent reaction triggers. His veins turn pitch black, his body shatters from the inside, and he falls into the water. His surviving DNA strands separate and trigger the cellular evolution of life on this planet, sacrificing himself to seed creation. The timeline then shifts directly to the future, the year 2089. We meet two passionate archaeologists, Dr. Elizabeth Shaw and Charlie Holloway. They are exploring a dark, ancient cave hidden deep in the mountains of Scotland. Under the dim beams of their flashlights, they discover a shocking wall painting. It depicts a giant, larger-than-life humanoid figure pointing toward a specific configuration of distant planets and stars.
Surprisingly, the exact same star map is found across totally different ancient civilizations worldwide, from Egyptian pyramids to Mayan temples. Connecting these historical dots, Shaw and Holloway theorize that this map is an invitation left by our creators, the Engineers. They believe that once humanity evolved enough to travel across the stars, this map would guide them back to their creators.
This highly expensive expedition is funded by Peter Wayland, the billionaire CEO of Wayland Corporation. Facing old age and impending death, he wants to meet the Engineers to find a way to extend his life. He builds the advanced starship Prometheus and sends a crew of top-tier scientists toward LV-223, the mysterious moon identified in the ancient star maps. The deep space journey takes 2 long years, during which the entire crew is kept safe inside hypersleep chambers.
While humans sleep, the massive ship is operated single-handedly by David, a highly sophisticated android created by Wayland Corp. David is highly intelligent and can make independent decisions. Finally, Prometheus arrives at the desolate moon, LV-223. The crew is awakened, managed tightly by corporate executive Meredith Vickers. The ship descends and lands near a massive pyramid-like alien structure, and the team steps inside. Inside the alien structure, they discover piles of giant alien corpses. David discovers a control panel and triggers a holographic playback showing ghosts of Engineers running for their lives from an unseen terror. Soon, they reach a central chamber with a massive stone face surrounded by hundreds of black cylinders on the floor. As a sudden silica storm approaches the base, Dr. Shaw bags a well-preserved severed head of an Engineer and rushes back to the ship. Back on the ship, Dr. Shaw conducts a DNA analysis on the recovered Engineer's head. The test drops a bombshell. Their genetic markers match human DNA 100%. They are our biological creators.
Meanwhile, operating under secret orders, David examines one of the stolen cylinders, which is leaking the volatile black goo. Driven by clinical curiosity, David intentionally spikes scientist Charlie Holloway's drink with a single microscopic drop of the substance. Unaware, Holloway drinks it.
That night, Holloway and Elizabeth Shaw share an intimate night. By the next morning, the alien pathogen aggressively rewrites Holloway's biology. To protect the Kree from contamination, Vickers incinerates Holloway with a flamethrower. A devastated Shaw is then scanned by David, revealing that she is heavily pregnant with a fast-growing squid-like alien parasite. In a desperate move, Shaw forces herself into an automated surgical pod and undergoes a brutal C-section to extract the squirming monster. Shaw then discovers that Peter Wayland is secretly alive on the ship. He leads his team down to awaken a surviving engineer resting in stasis for over 2,000 years. Wayland demands the secrets to immortality. Sensing the supreme arrogance of mankind, the engineer snaps, rips David's head off, and brutally kills Wayland. He activates his warship, targeting Earth to destroy all of humanity. Shaw alerts Captain Janek that this moon is a military weapon installation, and the engineer is going to release the black goo to wipe out Earth. Realizing the stakes, Captain Janek doesn't hesitate. He powers up the thrusters and intentionally rams Prometheus straight into the rising alien vessel in a heroic kamikaze sacrifice. The violent mid-air collision tears both ships apart, crashing them down onto the moon's surface. The engineer survives the crash and attacks Shaw, but she releases the mutated squid monster she gave birth to. The parasite overpowers the engineer. Shaw recovers David's severed head, takes another operational alien ship, and sets coordinates for the engineer's homeworld to ask why they hated their own creation. In the final sequence, a sleek alien predator tears through the dead engineer's chest. This is the Deacon, the direct ancestor to the Xenomorph. Director Ridley Scott hinted that humans crucifying Jesus Christ, who was an emissary from the engineers, triggered this bioweapon creation. The maps were never invitations. They were warnings.